Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Peak Season Podcast. We are glad to have you with us today. What's going on, Tyler?
Hey, Luke, doing great. Beautiful weather. Got a lot of snow, but you know what? That stopped. So sun's out, which I'll take any day.
Hey, the kids had today off school here in Houston. It was 24 degrees and sunny. I don't know.
Did you get snow?
Whatever. No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Conditions were right for it, but they just they canceled school on Friday, even though
it's Texas.
We didn't even get any snow. But hey, whatever. Okay,
well,
I'll take it.
Well, today we kind of have a little different episode that we wanted to kind of work through, and this is actually one that we just thought of in terms of the market and where we're going to look. But we thought it would be beneficial to take a look at, okay, I am new to short-term rentals, or I am seasoned, but I'm looking into a new market, right? And so, what are we looking for? How do we begin and navigate this? So in today's episode, we're going to take a look at a market that I'm actually interested in, very, very interested in, and want to consider. So we thought it'd be fun to do something other than Michigan today. So, Luke, tell them where we're going to go.
Sure. So we are going to look in the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. And full disclosure, Tyler knows this market. He's a bourbon connoisseur. I'm just a fanboy. He's a connoisseur. You were here, last weekend or 2 weeks ago, doing some bourbon tours or some tasting, whatever you call it. And yeah, cool. So today we're just going to look at breaking down basically what sort of a market or how you can evaluate a market from a 30,000 foot view, looking into what the quality is there, what the winning properties are doing, and then taking that a step further, going into Zillow and saying, are these properties in my price range? So this is part one in a 2-part series. The next part of this, we're going to go into underwriting it and how we actually start validating some of the revenue. So this is just the Airbnb home screen. So anytime I'm looking at a new market, I start with the Airbnb home screen, and knowing nothing about the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. Tyler, what town are we looking in? What geographical area? Can we get into that? And we'll start going through and looking.
For sure. So, Bourbon Trail is pretty big. It kind of starts in Louisville, then kind of heads east towards Frankfurt, then a little south down into Lawrenceburg, and then back southwest into Bardstown. That's where I stayed. I stayed in Bardstown this last time. Great location. A lot of great amenities there. However, if I'm looking personally, I really like Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. It's kind of the halfway point in between Frankfurt and Bardstown. So I think if I were looking and navigating, Lawrenceburg's kind of where I want to start off first and see, if there's any opportunity there.
Okay, so I've got Lawrenceburg put into our Airbnb search here. I'm not going to pick dates. I'm going to be flexible. And let's just say a weekend. I imagine most of these are weekend trips. And
especially in the winter.
Probably large groups. I doubt we're looking at many like 2-bedroom properties in the Bourbon Trail. So we're probably looking at maybe middle ground 10 adults.
I would say 8 to 10 is probably realistic. Yeah.
Okay. How many people did you go with?
There were 6 of us, but it was a smaller group, but we all had our own bedroom. So,
okay. So you stayed at a 6-bedroom place.
I'm sorry. I lied. There was 4 of us. We all stayed in our own bedroom. So there's 4 bedrooms. So,
okay. So probably that house could still sleep.
Oh my gosh.
8.
Yeah. It easily could have slept 8. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go 8 just to,
I like that.
Yeah. That should get us a good range. All right. So now we are just going in cold here. I don't have any cookies on or anything. We are just looking at the top performing properties that come up on page 1 for Lawrenceburg. We got 636 homes. We'll look through like the top 3 pages and just kind of see what stands out.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go with number 1 here. Guest favorite?
I'm actually pretty familiar with this house because I did kind of start looking at some places. So I'm pretty aware of this house. It does really well. Yep. There you go.
There we go. We've got it now. So now we are looking at this number 1 hit. So We've got a 6 bedroom. It's got a spa and a speakeasy. I imagine like a bourbon room or a speakeasy is probably standard here.
Mhm.
Fire
Yeah.
pit, covered hot tub, game room, speakeasy. Let's just take a look at the pictures up close. Definitely like really high end professional pictures, string lights.
Yep. Love the lot too.
Yeah,
The
space is spread
inside's
out.
gorgeous. Inside's beautiful. Super cool.
Yeah, this place is awesome.
I mean, this is like a brand
So
new build, right?
yeah, so we've got like a card table, other games,
You know,
nice kitchen. What's the if you were staying at this place, would you be cooking, you think, or are you gonna be dining out pretty
I'll
significantly?
be honest. I mean, here's the thing. It really depends because I've been down on the Bourbon Trail with my wife and some friends, and we cooked, right? But this last trip, it was just all boys, and we didn't cook anything except microwave Jimmy Dean's in the for breakfast. But it was all out to eat after that. So, you
Okay.
know, I think it just depends. It varies. What's your avatar? I think at that house is probably going to be more than a guy's trip type place.
Yeah. Alright, let's look at number 2 here.
I
Nice
like
living
this house
areas.
because it's an older house, right? You can tell it's older compared to the other house, but I love the vibe that I get from this. I think they did great with the colors. Um, you know, just popping out some cool blue or greens and interesting little inside sauna there. I don't think I love that, but it's something different probably.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So it looks like we've got a finished basement, and then they also finished or kind of quasi finished out the garage into a game room.
Yeah.
One thing I like about this market is it seems like the successful properties don't necessarily have to be like specifically for a vacation,
No. No.
which is cool. So these are just single family homes that somebody turned into it.
Yeah.
But I would be very wary about buying a place where the neighbors weren't cool with short term rentals. So I'd either want to be like
Yeah.
secluded on a lot away from everybody else
Well,
or
and
in the woods
that's the
somewhere.
other reason that appeals me to Lawrenceburg is because I wouldn't wanna be downtown Lawrenceburg, but Lawrenceburg's decent enough, and there's a lot of rural there, so it's
Mm.
not like you're gonna be right. This is so funny because this house was a house I looked at 2 years ago.
That's funny.
I'm not joking. This
When it
one
was
is
for
in
sale?
town. Yeah, this one is in town, though. Um,
Yeah, this one looks like it's probably in like more of a downtown almost
yeah,
area. Like a,
it's
it
it's
is.
it's more downtown Lawrenceburg. Yep. Yeah.
So this would be walkable probably.
Yeah. Uh In a way, yeah. I mean, Lawrenceburg's
Or
still pretty
is
small.
walking not a thing there?
Yeah,
So
it is, but it's just not a big town like Bardstown. Bardstown's a lot bigger than Lawrenceburg, or
okay.
even Frankfurt's
So I
bigger,
see
but
it's right downtown
yeah,
here. You're definitely not
you're
walking
in
out here to Wild Turkey, but
no, no, but you're gonna go visit there because that's an amazing distillery.
okay, okay. So as we're going through here, there's a couple things I want to call attention to, and we'll pick it up later on the next episode too. But I'm looking for homes that have a lot of reviews, right? So 85 reviews. That means this place has been booked almost consistently, probably for 2 years. I'm looking in their calendar too to see is it active, right? So what that means to
Yeah,
me is like it's not just blocked out starting April through the rest of the summer and it's all gray because that means that it's probably blocked. But this looks like it's booked.
yeah,
So we've got some gray lines and some black availability, right? And it's busy for the next month or two. Like there's not a lot of openings, and then it opens up just like you'd expect it to be. So I want to make in the back of my mind, I'm watching and saying, are these active listings?
yeah. Valid point, and that's I think that's one of those terms that if you ever heard Avery Carl. It's kind of like the enemy method, right? We're looking
Hmm.
but we're not just pulling up any and all properties. We're looking, as Luke specifically mentioned, the amount of ratings, looking at the calendar to make sure it's not just blocked off.
All right.
That
So
one's
any
that
what
one
other ones
sounds
you want to look
cool.
at here?
Go up one more to the keep going up. Go to this one to the left here. It says guest favorite. Yep, that one. So this is a newer one, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Like new with probably within the last year.
So
It
4
looks like
bed,
they've
3
been doing pretty
bath,
well.
10 guests.
And they got
This is in
almost
the
50
top
reviews.
1%,
Yeah, there you
which
go. That's
is
what I'm talking
so
about
this
right
this
there.
is yeah, this is exactly I mean, so these people are already incredibly successful. We wanna see, can we basically copy what they did and be as successful? So let's get into the pictures and see. It's furnished nicely, nice paint colors,
Yeah.
but I don't see anything, like, super special about this place so far.
No. I mean, it's an older home, it looks like again.
Yeah, we got a new paint job probably on these cabinets, kinda make it stand out, like green on white, like but
Yeah.
looks like it's probably got a bigger lot.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. So hot tub, fire pit, little basketball court back here. I see a Starlink thing here, so we're probably pretty rural.
Mhm.
Another thing I see
Oh,
though is that's a pretty close neighbor right there.
yeah, but could that be a barn? I mean, that kinda looks like a barn to me almost, who
It could
knows?
be. These ones are taking too long to load like this. Let's see.
This kinda like a little lounge area, it looks like, just,
Yeah, that's
here's the
definitely a
thing.
theme. So any
Yeah,
place that we're looking for on Zillow that doesn't have a lounge area or like
like a
a secondary
basement or a
living space
garage.
is out. Right. We need something.
We definitely need something that's a space, and ideally, Luke, if I'm gonna shed some of my ideas here, I'm looking for a space ideally probably that has a basement or even an upstairs area, like an attic area that's usable because I'm gonna put a Murphy door and I'm gonna have a fun themed way that they gotta figure out how to access the speakeasy that I'm gonna create. So it's gonna be a little
That's
game, a
awesome.
little
That's
fun.
cool. Nice. All right. So we've got like a finished garage here.
Yep.
Nice winter photos, EV charger. I like that they are doing like they've got like a secondary sitting area somewhere and an extra coffee and water bar up there. So
Mhm.
they're providing a really nice level of hospitality, but this house really,
Yeah.
when it was listed, it probably didn't look like anything special.
No,
I almost guarantee it.
agree. Yeah, I mean, I think what do we say, Luke? So we said 10 guests, so these are 4 bed, 5 bed, 4 bed, 5 bed. What were the first 2?
Six
6 bed,
bedroom,
that was bigger.
six.
So those
Both
2 are
both those were
6,
six
6,
bedrooms.
and then 4, 4. So anywhere in that 4 to 6 seems to be a really good sweet spot. I mean, in terms of they're getting a lot of bookings. Um, I know this
So this
one's
is a 6, 4.5.
yeah, this one does probably one of the best. I think they're doing a little over 130 a year.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's look at one more. I'm curious about this one. This one looks like a small little ranch.
Yeah,
That looks a little from the aerial view makes it look a little bit bigger, but we got a
yeah, it
4 bed,
does.
2.5 bath, set up for 8 guests. Top 10% of homes. But this looks like a pretty standard
Yeah, this is a standard ranch
single
house,
family
dude.
home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
decorated nicely.
Luke's like, maybe Kentucky is a good
Hey, you're
little
selling me a little bit, man. I'm not
opportunity.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, again, there's
Yeah,
nothing super
above ground
special. You
pool.
got a pool there, right? I
Yeah.
like how they did
Yep.
that. Looks like you got a gazebo. Way to use that free space for the little putt or putting green. I think that's awesome. Oh,
So
they
we do
got
have a
a
hot
hot
tub,
tub
a
as well.
pool, putting
Yeah,
green. So I mean, even with the above ground pool, this looks like one of the Costco hot tubs and
yeah,
the gazebo here. I mean,
yeah,
there's probably 25 or $30,000 in the backyard.
yeah. That pool was likely there though. You know what I mean? I
Probably,
mean,
yeah.
I bet that pool was there.
Yeah, you're probably right. Who knows? Uh,
Yeah, true.
Nice fire pit. but it looks like, judging from the aerial view here, they've got one neighbor over here, but they're pretty spread out.
Yeah, good, decent sized yard for sure.
Although when it comes time into the next episode when we're talking about performas, though, I mean, this grass can't be cheap to maintain.
No,
Okay, so should we hop over to Zillow now and see what we
I
can
love
find?
it.
All
Let's
right,
do
let's
it.
do it.
It's been a week since I looked, so let's let's take a look and see if there's any.
All right, so we were in Lawrenceburg.
Yep,
Let's filter out. We want 2 bedrooms plus. I'm sorry. Yeah, we
I
want
would do
4
three
bedrooms plus
plus.
probably. Yeah, probably 3
I,
because
I would do
we have
three
a
plus, right?
non-conforming.
Because yeah, we have non-conforming. There you go.
Yeah, and at least 2 baths.
Luke, real quick, if you
Yeah.
scroll out, so Lawrenceburg is really, um, it's hard for me to say, but well, we'll start with just Lawrenceburg. I am, by the way, just if you're aware, like see to the left of to the west of Lawrenceburg, like Mount Eden, even there's a town called Waddy, Waddy, which is a little further north. All that area I'm really looking at. It's gonna filter under Lawrenceburg, but like some of those
Mm.
houses that you just pulled, those truly aren't Lawrenceburg zip codes. It's probably a
Oh, so it's
Waddy
like
or
up here.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
see
Yep.
Wadi, Mount
And
Eden, and
then
that's
you
actually
see Mount
outside of our
Eden.
boundary
Yeah,
right here. So maybe I
exactly,
will remove
exactly.
boundary.
I would remove that boundary, just kinda keep it right there. Yep, that looks
All
perfect.
right, cool. All right.
So this first house is interesting. I actually have looked at this one, mainly because it's a newer home.
This one right here.
Yeah. Maybe sort though by newest. Let's see if there's, anything special that's stood out since I've last looked. Hmm.
So
Yeah,
these look
let's go
like they're
down to that
in
one. Let's go down to that
neighborhoods.
one, let's go down to that white one right there.
All right, here we go.
So what appeals me to this one is obviously it's newer construction. I mean, if I'm gonna be nitpicky, it's probably like vinyl floors, which I don't love, but cleaning perspective wise, easy to clean.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah,
know,
easy to clean,
uh,
won't get
and at that
damaged.
price point, the price is real good.
Yeah, low maintenance.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a big deck back here, so that's good.
Yeah.
That's some space for outdoor amenities.
Nice newer kitchen. It's nice and clean. Nothing special,
Mhm.
but it's plenty to cook.
Yeah, any
Nice
place like
bathroom.
this, like, all the fixtures are probably gonna go, and we're gonna put in cool fixtures to make it pop,
Yeah,
so I don't
of
even look
course.
anything won't look at that at all.
Yeah.
Does this place have 3 full baths?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so that's huge. Like, I mean, 3 full
Yeah.
baths, that's great.
It is. I mean, it's a good size home. And the neighbor looks somewhat I mean, you got neighbors, but they're not, like, right next to you. You know what I mean?
Yep, somebody left their cooler out, yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
gotta keep the cooler out.
let's take a bigger look at this. Yeah, so it looks like there is kind of a close neighbor over
There's
here,
one
but
right
it looks
there, yeah.
like, I mean, you could throw a hot tub up here, no problem.
Yep. Yeah.
I
Look
mean,
at
it
an
looks like the
aerial.
area might be a little bit questionable, like, I don't know what all this is over here.
I mean, you're gonna see a lot of that in Kentucky.
Yeah, it's in rural Kentucky, right?
I
So, okay.
mean, you
Yeah,
are. I mean, there's nothing you can't. I mean, you can do some cleanup, throw some privacy stuff up. I don't think people are
sure.
looking too much into that. I mean, again, would this house make something for me on, be one that I would consider and evaluate further? Probably, especially again at that price. I think it's worth exploring what options we have.
Yeah, so it's got a half-acre lot, so I'm looking at the lot lines here. Okay, so now we can kinda see it looks
What's that
like
right
this is
there though?
actually
Is
a
that
good thing. So there's kinda like a I don't know what this is. It's like commercial or a
yeah.
dump or something over
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm like. The only thing I don't want it to be is like a trash dump. Like
Right,
that
right,
that
as long
would
as it doesn't
don't
stink.
yeah, don't want that.
But what I see here is it looks like it's on a main road, so it's gonna be easy to find. We don't have neighbors all around except for right here, but,
Mhm.
they might be cool anyway, but there's only one neighbor to make upset about being out at the hot tub late at night drinking bourbon or whatever.
Right.
So that's a win.
Town is that
Yeah, I
one?
think that might be a good one. We
Is
should
that
bookmark
North
that
Windward?
for, we'll underwrite it tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm though also now kind of looking next to like, is there a unique home? Anything that stands out? I don't necessarily always love brand new because
Mhm.
it's just not as fun, right? When I think of Kentucky and I think of bourbon trails, I just think of history. So I'm one of those kind of guys that geek out a little bit about, man, how cool would that be to own like a old home, something that has a lot of character, maybe some true brick walls, stuff like that. Probably harder to find, but something that I'm looking into if it's available and at the right price.
Sure, and I think when I'm looking for a property too, like, people don't wanna go on vacation to a house that's just like theirs.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at a house that's like, like any one of these, this is like a normal middle America home. So there's a decent chance that your ideal guest avatar is coming from a place like this. Let's give
Yep.
them something that is different from what
Exactly.
their everyday life is, and that's gonna book better. I mean,
Yep.
even like this, of course, it's 1.6, right? But
That
that
one's gonna be
looks
out of
way
our buy
different.
box there. Same
Yeah, I
with
think
that
that's a little bit out of the
E206.
buy box.
Uh,
Stop me if you see something, man.
yeah, I'll let you know.
42. Let's go. Let's look at this one.
Yeah, so this one's got that unique factor, right? With I mean, but
Yeah.
but then you see the side of the home, which is a little concerning to me. I love the front though. The sides, I'm
Yeah.
not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, well, I'm always looking for a value add. So if I need to come in
Yeah,
and finish something like that, like,
yeah. I mean, there's
I mean,
there's
it's, to me, I'd
appreciation
rather
or
I'd
instant
rather
equity.
finish siding it. I'd rather finish siding it than have to demo something and rebuild it.
True.
Somebody just ran out of money or whatever. Okay.
This one's being sold as is. It says, you know what that means, Luke,
Oh
to me.
yeah.
What does
Look at
as
that.
is mean? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's too much work for me. I'm telling you right now. I love the lot, and I love that it's got a barn. You can do some really cool stuff in there.
Ooh, is this a second home? Is this inside the barn?
No, I just think that they did the pictures not very well.
So was it a addition gone wrong? I guess.
That's what it's looking like to me.
Wow.
I mean, again, it's super kind of cool. It needs a lot of work though. At
Yeah.
542, I will tell you it's out of my buy box just because there's too much to do. I
Yeah.
don't see the where I'm gonna be up in that real quick. But I do like it. It's super cool, super
It
fun.
is an interesting place.
I mean, but then again, as is tells me 542. That's just a number they threw out
Yeah.
there. Not
Yeah.
threw
I'm
up.
thinking more
Threw
like
out.
419.
I'm thinking like 319. All right,
Yeah.
let's keep
I'm
going.
curious if it's a 3-2. I wonder if it's a 4-3 if you finish the
Probably.
yeah.
Probably. This house,
Alright.
oh, yeah, I really like this one in Mount Eden. 649 is kinda up there in the budget, but if you could produce what that remember that first house on Airbnb that we saw, the white farmhouse? I know that was a newer house, but if you produce that at 649, it could make sense.
Alright, so let's get into
Uh,
this. We got a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,000 square feet.
yep,
Ooh, it's 19 acres.
yeah.
So we're looking at the potential to maybe add a tiny home or something like
I was
that,
gonna
and
say split the parcel and, could you
mhm.
sell some, split parcel, or could you add to it? For sure, that would be 100% where my mind was going.
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about Kentucky property taxes and such, but are like
It's
agricultural
low.
exemptions a thing?
Yeah, there are. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, look, as long as the pig and the cat come, I'm in.
Mhm. What's coming to my mind here is, like, I'm always looking for a little bit of a niche, but, like, down here in Texas, especially, like, out west of Houston, farm stays are big.
Yeah,
A lot of, like, just, like, one family, they go and they stay on a little tiny home on somebody's farm and you get to see the cows and all that stuff like that.
yeah, yeah,
So, could you do, like, a farm stay here where the parents are gonna do some bourbon tasting, but you can take your kids with you
yeah.
and kinda knock out a full family vacation? Might be cool. But it's also pretty far outside of what we were just looking at, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
We looked at this one yet? This is in Versailles. Is that too far out?
Versailles, yeah,
Or
that one I'm
Versailles?
trying to stay away from Versailles because if I recall now this has been years set because that's Kentucky was actually where I started looking at short-term rentals before I even got moved to Michigan, but Versailles had
Okay.
some a little bit more stringent, um, STR stuff, so I kinda steered away from that. Now, that's been years ago, so, things could have changed, but I have not been looking. That's a little further east than I really wanna be as well.
Okay.
Um, I kinda wanna be that Lawrenceburg or further or a little bit more west or southwest than anything.
This one looks like it's got kind of a cool look. This is in Lawrenceburg,
Is that a
299
modular or
Fort.
is that a
So
single?
4-2 Brick Ranch, looks like.
Brick Ranch.
Renovated,
Yeah, I love the
or at least
floors.
brushed up. I mean, this looks nice.
Yeah,
Look at this big room. Man, you can do
yeah.
some stuff with that. That's cool.
The little mini split right there.
Yep. So probably not any central AC, unless this was an addition and then they just threw the mini split on, the rest of the house has
Yeah,
central
that
AC.
could be.
Look at this. This is nice though. New bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this looks pretty good. I like this. I don't know what that if that's a bedroom or what that is. Those are probably
I would
bedrooms.
say that's a bedroom. Looks like it's above grade.
Is it
Um,
above? Okay,
but
yeah.
what stands out to me here is it's got a full basement, it looks like.
Yeah,
So we've got a 4-2 that could be a 5-3.
with a speakeasy.
Or
Don't forget
or
that.
can we finish this out, add a bathroom into it, and then maybe have bunks inside of a game area or something like that? Close neighbor though. Did you see
Yeah.
anything outside for outdoor amenities? It's not many.
No, let's go to the aerial if we can look at the
Yeah.
aerial.
I see a deck right here out this view. So
Yeah,
this is the
yep.
front. So I see a deck, but let's go. Of course, this is probably pre-flip.
Yeah.
I see a lot of neighbors here though.
Yeah, I do too.
That's all we got. Lot
Lot of neighbors,
lines.
and then you're, like, right off of is that a major interstate right there? Or is that just
Yeah,
the
but that's
main
like 2
road?
blocks.
Yeah.
I don't think that would necessarily deter me. Let's just look at the map itself.
I mean, the nice thing is you're close to Lawrenceburg, and being close to the interstate's nice because that 27 takes you north to either, again, towards Frankfurt or south, and then west towards Bardstown.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
So
maybe this is
that
on
one
our
could be a
list.
possibility. Yeah,
In terms of price, it's the exact same price. So,
right.
I would add this to our list.
Alright, so I'll heart that one too. I really haven't seen anything so far that really looks like it's in our buy box, like, as far as, like, these bigger places go.
Yeah.
We've seen stuff that's way too expensive. Here's a 6-4 Lawrenceburg. You wanna check this guy out?
Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, that's a big house, 3,400 square feet.
Yeah, it needs to be dressed up a little bit. I mean, like, this looks
Yeah,
kinda
kinda
plain,
bland on the
but
outside.
6'4", 3,400. But what this looks like to me is a blank slate.
Yeah.
It's clean. You're not gonna have to come in and replace cabinets or floors or anything like that. You can put some cool
Uh-huh.
fixtures up, throw some accent walls or some wallpaper. We've got newly renovated baths. This is about double the price as other stuff what we're looking at, but
Nice basement's finished, though.
mhm. The garage is ready to throw in a bunch of arcade machines or
I
whatever.
didn't say garage
Look at
is ready
that.
for a little arcade game room.
Ooh, covered hot tub area here.
Yep. I didn't say that's perfect for the hot tub.
I'm not seeing, so they're just taking pictures of
Like,
this big
no
lot.
neighbors.
No neighbors, and it's kinda nice that it doesn't have a ultra landscaped lot, so we're not, like,
Yeah.
on the hook for a ton of maintenance. Like, this is having somebody come in here a couple times a year and just knock everything down.
Yep. Bring a big brush hog and knock down the
Yeah.
big weeds.
Yep.
I agree.
Let's
This
look
may
at
be one that we
the.
could comp out to towards more like that first and second house that we looked at.
So here it is on the map.
Yeah, this is Southwest. I'm good with that area.
You good with that? Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's look at satellite real quick. Bring down the lot lines. And this looks like it's downright rural.
Yeah, that's what I love.
That's cool.
Yep.
I mean, look at this huge lot. I wonder what that is. There's extra stuff going on in this lot.
Where's this little pond right there?
Think that's what it is, a pond?
Maybe just a lot of moss on it. I don't know. I can't really tell, but could be.
Yeah, it doesn't show as water on this view. That's cool, man. I mean, what do we got for where'd it go? I accidentally clicked out of it. That's it. How big is that? 22 acres.
Yeah.
That is getting a heart from me.
Yeah, I like it. I do like
Yeah,
it.
that's our strongest contender yet, in my view.
Yeah, you're right. Well, and again, sure, the other house was brand new, that brand new looking farmhouse, but I think we could still do a lot of things to compare. Do I think we're going to be as high of quality? How do you define that? Um, but what we could offer is the larger lot, the peace and serenity, and we could still do a lot of cool things to that house. I mean, there's so many options to that place that you could add some things to be a little bit different. I mean, one of the things I saw
Right.
right off the bat was, I mean, to me, and maybe it's just because I have one, but I like my barrel sauna. They're easy to operate, easy to maintain. I'm gonna throw a hot tub, but I'm also gonna throw one of those 2 or 4 person barrel saunas on there just to make myself stick out. Uh,
Right.
which isn't that difficult to do. You're already gonna have 220 anyways that you gotta run, so might as well do
Sure.
them both.
So let's zoom back out to the 30,000 foot view. We're just evaluating a market. So we could, if we weren't sure where we wanted to be, and we're looking at different markets around the country, I think if we're just looking for does this market warrant further review, like I think this is a hard yes. Like of course we could definitely afford to set up a successful Airbnb in this market. We are not priced out. There's not. I mean, there's plenty of inventory available to where we could buy something that would work. Would you? I think obviously you would agree, right?
Oh, 100%. Well, and I think what'll be interesting, Luke, in the next episode is we can kind of look. What I'd like to do is let's take that one that's 599, but then let's
Mm-hmm.
take that white one that's newer, that's 299, and like just we can comp that out, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
here's the deal: at the end of the day, to me, it's cash on cash return. I mean, I'm looking at where am I going to be? So maybe I'm only going to make 60 to 70,000 on that $299,000 house. Well, is that more advantageous for me than the 599,000 dollar house that I can make 125 to 130 on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's where I would be interested to say, well, which one's the best from that perspective?
Sounds fun. Can't
Cool.
wait to underwrite them.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we got a bunch of Instagram followers last week, so
I
I think we
love
should keep
it.
pushing that. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah. Peak
everybody who's
season
watching.
podcast on Instagram. You got anything out of this? We would appreciate a thumbs up, subscribe, 5-star review, the whole shebang. And we will catch y'all in the next one where we underwrite some of these properties.
Maybe we'll even drink a glass of bourbon while we do it.
Oh, yes. Now you're speaking my language.
See y'all later.
It's a date. Take care, everybody.